When you watch athletes play,
You see them for a moment.
One pitch,
One kick,
one pass,
one shot.
What you don't see is every moment after.
The solidarity between members of the Sports Council is why we do this, why this was created, why President Schuler had this great idea.
to get together and compare notes, share experiences, share best practices is really invaluable.
We joined the Sports Council in 2025, a small union in comparison to the others, and joining the Sports Council gave us a little bit more of that power, and the AFL-CIO helps fill some of those gaps for us.
I don't think we get as far as we have gotten in all these years of our existence without the solidarity of our brothers and sisters across labor associations.
Whether we're talking to basketball or baseball or football, it doesn't matter. What we've found is that in those council meetings that some of the issues that affect our membership transcend sport. There's not a shortage of people in that council to look at and admire and follow in their footsteps.
A couple weeks ago, we were dealing with something on image rights, and we were on a sports council call, and they said something, and I said, hey, can you put me in contact with this person? Within 30 minutes, here's the number.
President Schuler's vision of gathering all of the sports unions in one place and under the umbrella of the AFL-CIO resonated. So when I talked it through with her, I heard how she was thinking about it. It was a very easy decision for us to join.
And a match immediately delayed.
Our collective bargaining agreement expired December 31st. Since the start of our season, which was beginning of March, our guys across the entire league, every single game, have been standing still for the first minute of play of both halves. How do we use our voice as players to draw attention to something that hasn't had attention? You guys want to sit in this moment? We'll outlast you.
Something important happened before the game. As you know, the collective bargaining agreement is under discussion right now. And before the game, the players came out with shirts that said, "Pay us what you owe us."
We are in constant communication with the WNBPA as women's professional athletes as well, want to stand up for other women athletes.
Solidarity to me means not walking this fight alone, choosing to do the hard thing for each other.
What was key to the fight was the strength in our union, the strength in the collective. I'm grateful to be a part of a union that stands on solidarity.
The Pay Them What You Owe Them t-shirts is a very small show of how much support we actually have for the WNBPA.
Our players are considered the weekend warriors of pro sports. Our players do not always live in the city that they play in. I would fly out Friday night, play Saturday, and fly home Sunday. Those travel standards are very important.
Our members are in a high-risk, high volatile environment like many workers across the country, and understanding that they have a union there to protect their rights, to advocate for them, to ensure that they're being treated fairly is a very powerful thing. Our athletes play the most games of any sport. They play 162 games. They play almost every day. Players' careers are very short and very precarious.
The process of all of us becoming more invested in each other's successes has continued to grow since we joined. There's always more that we can do, and we are constantly seeking more ways to work together.
The commonality between maybe the sports labor to the general labor movement is about dignity.
Knowing that we have sisters and brothers across the players' associations in sports means so much to us.
Our membership immediately feels a sense of pride in being part of that community.